Welcome to episode 1189 of the Multifamily Collective. Tonight I wanted to talk about another employee benefit that I think is really cool. There are a lot of very cool things coming out of the pandemic that are being set in place across different employers, across different industry, across the country, sure across the world. One of the things I came across today, which I'm sure is not novel, it's not new, and many of you may know about this, but for those who don't, I think this is an incredibly cool benefit that you might offer to your team members. It's a employee-sponsored emergency fund. The basic premise here is that a lot of people, I forget what the percentage is, but a very large percentage of people don't have more than $400 or $500 in their bank account. So in the event of an emergency, they're basically wiped out. People are one emergency away from being wiped out financially, not having the means to pay for some sort of an emergency that might happen, be it a car repair or something that happens in their home, something that happens otherwise. So the idea of an emergency relief fund is that an employer can set up a fund that automatically takes a small percentage or a small whole dollar amount out of every single paycheck and puts it in an emergency fund. And then the employer can actually decide to match those dollars or match on a percentage basis, not unlike a 401k, except that you don't have the benefit of the investment of the 401k. But this money just gets set aside. It gets set aside in little increments that come out of your paycheck or out of a team member's paycheck. It gets set into an account. The employer matches some percentage or some dollar up to a certain amount, a certain threshold, and the team member has complete and total control of their dollars all the time. So it's not like the employer is holding those dollars hostage, predicated on whatever event might happen and the urgency of that particular matter. It's, maybe you're not going to get that money to go and buy something that doesn't seem like a real need. It's not like that. We don't hold your dollars hostage, but it gives the team member the opportunity to create a savings discipline, because it's an incremental, very small incremental amount that comes out of the paycheck every other week or every week or whatever the frequency of payment is, and puts a little rainy day fund together for them so that if something comes up, you have this fund set up, these dollars set aside so that you can pay for a new tire, you can pay for a brake job, you can pay for new shocks on your, whatever it is that is an emergency or classified as an emergency as you define it or as a team member might define it. So I thought that was an interesting benefit. I'd not seen it before today. Again, it's probably not novel, but I wanted to share it with you here in the community because it might be something you want to look into. There was a company called Secure Save, SECURE Save, Secure Save. That's one of the companies mentioned in the article that I read. So check it out. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.